Lads, that's why fitness actually places you here. It just does. I think this video will trigger some people, make certain people angry, but it'll also inspire other people. So you've got to kind of choose, which way you see things, perspective shift, perception on a situation, just change it. I believe fitness places you in the top 10% of men, and why? Because, it's an outlier. The average person is overweight these days, doesn't really look after themselves, You walk down the street and you can clearly see that. Not being super judgmental, but, you can actively see people are looking after their mindset, their body. They're not respecting their body. Walking around like that, like 100 pounds overweight. There's no reason why you should be 100 pounds overweight, okay? I know in this day and age, it's a bit easier to be complacent, instant gratification everywhere, scrolling through your phone, on social media, watching Netflix. It's so easy to let yourself go. You eat that extra scoop of ice cream, extra scoop, 5 scoops, the whole tub. It's so easy just to polish that stuff away. It's tough to be disciplined. So easy to be average, mediocre, addicted to these things. We're all like this, and further down the line, you will see health issues later up, that are linked to being overweight. But you can quickly reduce these risks, if you just sort yourself out. Look at the issue, see it for what it is, and these things are a problem, not, being blind to it. Oh no, it's not an issue, not an issue. And then all of a sudden, oh no, high blood pressure, diabetes, heart problems, those things start to flood in later in life. You can actively stop that, reduce that, just don't BS yourself. And I'm not having a go at people, I commend people when they're on their fitness journey, when they're actively trying to do something about it, rather than just being, staying stuck and just complaining about everyone else, or why they can't do this, they've tried everything. I commend the person that, researches and goes out there, puts out one foot in front of the other, starts moving forward, positive action. It's just the people that just do nothing and just constantly complain, that's the people that need to wake up. It's very rare, you're walking, that's you, strolling down the street, and you actively see someone, a dude that's, lean, ripped up, muscular, in shape, stands out amongst the rest, because everyone else, not looking after themselves. That's why that sort of physique is an outlier, draws eyes, men and women. But the truth is, most people that not willing to do what it takes, they'll give up before they even started. The race is there, the start line's there, and they're like, oh, I forgot my trainers. So they don't even actively, they don't even start the race. Give up before it, A terrible mindset, taking no responsibility. They prefer to point the finger at everyone else, complain and point the finger at everyone else. This is why I don't have the results I want. This, that, the other. Not knowing there's 3 active fingers there, pointing back at yourself. Stop complaining, take responsibility, and do something about your situation. And the weird thing about society is people will shame others which are trying to improve themselves, get better in a certain area. Fitness, for example. They clap at the start, but then they start seeing results. Oh, you need to eat a burger looking skinny, or you've lost too much weight, blah, blah. Start shaming them then. Why? Why is that? Because it's a spotlight shining back on themselves, They've seen that you've transformed and they could do the same, but they haven't even tried, And if they started to have the same beliefs as you, they start to realize they're just BSing themselves, and they can't do that because they need to protect themselves. And it's good, we clap for the person that loses weight, we clap for the person that gains muscles, transformed their physique, but we never clap for the person that does that and then maintains that year round, 5 years, 10 years, 15. We don't keep clapping for them, and that's a weird thing because they're still putting the work in. We only clap for the ones that make a transformation but then can fall back. Oh, don't worry, and then we'll clap again when they transform again. What about the people that just maintain that? Why don't we clap for those people? When you put the effort in, you transform your physique, you're looking great now. It's weird how some people, this isn't everyone, okay, but some people point the finger, call you obsessed, or you live in the gym, or blah, blah, blah. And why is that? It's like we said before, it's like a protective mechanism. Your results, shine the spotlight back on themselves. They could transform and change, but if they put that protective BS layer over themselves, tell themselves these little comforting lies, they won't have to take the action then, because, oh, I can't do it because of this, that, the other. No, this is stopping me. Now, don't BS yourself. You're stopping yourself. They say that to feel better about themselves, or they mask, the issue, the pain and stuff like that with vices, food to make yourself feel better, alcohol, whatever form that takes, vaping, just to to feel better, rather than just seeing the issue for what it is and then actually doing something about it. And is it easy? No, it's tough, it's hard. If it was easy, everyone would do it. And everyone is not doing it because it is tough, it's hard. You've got to stick to it. But it becomes easier, over time. Every man should strive to get a lean, muscular, fit physique. And why? There's just so many benefits. Do you know what I mean? It reduces the risk of having all these health issues later on in life. You get that self-belief, that confidence. You like what you see in the mirror. Your mental health gets better. It's a win-win. I don't see why you wouldn't do it. You're building solid habits, a solid workout routine, fitness routine, healthy habits, dietary habits. You're looking after your food, your nutrition, what you put in your body, your sleep. These are all great things to do. Don't be neglecting these things. Health is wealth. We can be the richest man in the world, this, that, the other. But if you don't have your health, you'll be the richest man in the graveyard. Can't even enjoy yourself. Health is actual wealth. You'll know this when you get older as well, and your parents start getting sick, or someone you love, or falls ill, passes away. You realize health is super important. So don't take it for granted. You look after your fitness, you get going, and you start seeing a little bit of results. That is when the motivation then kicks in. It doesn't kick in beforehand. Oh, I got no motivation to start. You're not gonna have any motivation to start. The motivation, smacks you in the face when you've already started taking that first step. And then over time, you look in the mirror, oh, I'm seeing results now. Or in the workout, you're getting better and better. That is when motivation comes in then. And then that's like a multiplier then. You're like, oh, seeing change results, and then you push forward. That's how it works. And when you build up that lean muscular physique, it does the talking for you. And why? Because it displays that you're disciplined. It takes discipline to get a physique like that and maintain a physique like that. The discipline you put into it, the due diligence, the sweat equity, you keep showing up. You know what I mean? That is all displayed on your physique. It shows you don't give up easy, and it makes your life so much easier. And why? Because people see you different as well. You do get treated different. I'm not gonna lie, if anyone's had a fitness transformation, you've gone from maybe like super skinny or super overweight to lean and muscular, you know what I'm talking about, okay? For example, dating is so much easier. And why? Because there's a bit of a separation there. You stand out from the crowd a bit more because not everyone has a physique like that. It makes you a bit more of an outlier, separates you from the pack. And with the transformed, physique also comes the confidence as well. And that's a multiplier in itself. So you not only look better, feel better, you got more confidence. It just makes everything a lot easier. Other end of things as well, you get more respect from people in general, men in general. And why? Because like I said, it's tough to get a physique like that. Other men know what it takes to get a physique like that if they've been in the gym. Do you know what I mean? Know how hard it is to get a physique like that, stay disciplined and maintain the thing. What else? What if you have kids? Do you know what I mean? You want to be able to go out, do activities, whether that's football, rugby, walking, hiking, rock climb, anything like that. You want to be able to do that if you have kids, you know what I mean? Not standing on the sidelines because, dad's out of breath, I can't move, I can't join in. My heart's giving off, I'm feeling a bit, a bit nauseous. Do you know what I mean? You want to be able to stay involved, be there, do things together. There is no downside to getting your fitness in check. But things, a lot of people put the power on the external, their surroundings instead of themselves. That's BS. We have the power. And why? Because we have the power of our mind. We can build a stronger mindset. We have control of what we put into our body. We have control if we work out that day. We have control how, when we choose to go to bed, We can control all these things instead of pointing the finger at everyone else, and just complaining and not where I want to be because of that person or that person. If you have that mindset, you're going to go nowhere. You're going to stay stuck in the same situation now, 5 years, 10 years down the line. No one is going to save you. You have to save yourself, man. Don't do yourself a disservice. Don't rob yourself of a better physique, a better life, just because you're stuck in small thinking you can't change, because you can change. And just knowing you can change just kickstarts the process. Lads, sort out your fitness, then it spirals over into your mindset gets better, your physique then gets better, fitness, mindset, physique. You start doing all that, that'll put you in the top 10% of men, okay? I believe that's what will separate you from a large portion of men in today's society, because no one's willing to do it, No one is willing to do what it takes. Hope this video brought you value, lads. If you enjoyed this one, why not watch another one? I'm sure I'll enjoy it. You got this.